Yeah, what's good, cryptocurrency fans out there? Welcome back to the Everything Altcoin channel. Today, we're going to be talking about x402. Now, while everyone has stopped talking about x402, the importance of x402 is getting bigger and bigger, and this is something you should not be forgetting right now. I think this is going to be the next wave of important agents is going to be x402 agents. Unique plays that tackle x402, infrastructure plays for x402. I think those are all going to be very important when it comes down to this next wave for AI agents. So before we get into talking about these plays here, I would like to ask you guys, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. We on the road to 30k subscribers. If you guys want to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video, comment what you guys think down below, and while you guys are down there, you guys can hit that Discord link to join the Discord to continue the crypto conversation we're having daily. You guys get to get into these plays as early as possible. And while you guys are on the Discord, you guys can ask your questions on how does that Patreon group works. As you guys know, we have been getting into some bangers, and actually x402 was one of those plays we've been positioned into very early on before the masses even started talking about it. So that's what you get with my Patreon group. If you guys want to get your feet wet and test it out, you guys can DM me on Discord for an exclusive code for 40% off for the first month to get your feet wet, test out the group, see if it's for you. You guys can also pick out the Essentials to Mastering Tokenomics ebook. We talk about tokenomics, narrative, vesting, all of that, because that is all very important to picking out the next Gemmy and cryptocurrency portfolio. So check that out. And if you guys are looking for a new cold storage wallet to store your cryptocurrency, I use Tangent Wallet, so you guys can also use that if you guys would like. Use code Everything Altcoin, save 10%, and let's get right into the video, guys. Now, as we've talked about plenty of times on this channel, you guys will start to see a lot of new plays that claim to do something with x402, right? There's going to be a lot of x402 plays. Not all of them will be bangers. Not all of them will, soar to new heights. Some of them will pump a little bit. Some of them will pump a lot. We've seen this before plenty of times, right? With any hot narrative out there. But there's a lot of good plays that you guys can look forward to on x402. Now, Shafu, who's building out x402 scan, says x402 will go exponential once we solve the reputation and discovery problem. Right now, this is already being solved by ERC 8004, which is why they pretty much put out this tweet here: x402 plus 8004 equals x 8406. That's kind of, that's nerd jokes, but I like it. Combining 8004 and x402, as you guys know, x402 is pretty much the payment rails, and 8004 is pretty much like the registry for agents. Now, x402 is something that the traditional markets and actually crypto markets actually kind of have go hand in hand pretty much. They're both kind of looking into x402, right? Brian puts out this tweet. Pretty much x402 lets you attach stablecoin payments to any web request, showing you guys that they think this is going to be a big part of the new internet, which leads us to another company that's actually invested into x402, which is PayPal. Now, they invested into a project called Kite. As you guys may have seen my previous video on it, I'll leave the video in the cards up top for you guys to check out. Kite AI launched recently, and it launched on Binance, Upbit, Bithumb, Coinbase, pretty much all the biggest exchanges, right? And they had a decent airdrop as well. The biggest stablecoin users, this is probably one of the biggest reasons why people are pretty interested in Kite, is because the biggest stablecoin users in the future won't be people but AI agents. Kite will be the first blockchain to pretty much let AI agents run autonomously and use pretty much stablecoins as microtransactions, and is going to be using x402 here. So as you guys can see from this tweet here, so excited for the journey ahead, co-building the next generation of AI payment rails with the x402 ecosystem, right? They got the investment from Coinbase Ventures, PayPal. These are all investments that's going into advancing agentic payments with x402. So as an I'm pretty interested in Kite AI and adding it to my main portfolio. Now, as of right now, I do not own any, right? I've been waiting to see how the price was going to, fluctuate, where it's going to stabilize at, see if I can get it at a pretty good price. Right now, it is sitting at 7 cents at a market cap of $126 million, FDV of $704 million. Now, I think this can be an emerging blue chip going into next cycle if we are truly in a bear market. Remember, this is an if, and if we're not, this is still going to be a good pickup. up as of right now. I'm going to figure out when I want to go into this and post it in my Patreon group if I could get it at a very good price. As you guys can see, it's already down 47% from its all-time high of 5 days ago. If the market continues to look a little shitty, maybe this could kind of come down to like that 5-cent mark, maybe. Yeah, I would like it at the 5 cents. Let's see. So I kind of want to make Kite one of my big investments very soon if I can actually find a good position. If I don't, I'm still going to DCA into this bad boy. That's how bullish I am, man, onto this. And you guys already know from my whole entire channel how much we've talked about AI agents, how bullish I am on the agentic economy. This is pushing that forward, especially with the backing we've seen right now. Next, we got Ping. Now, Ping was the first x402 meme coin. Right now, you guys already know me. I don't like meme coins too much. Well, at least publicly. I should say Ping isn't just a meme coin anymore, right? We're going to get into that in just a second here. Right now, it is sitting at a $22 million market cap. If you guys scroll down, this thing hit about, you know, above 7.5 cents, around that 77 million market cap, which is crazy because once again, if you guys don't know, I've seen this around a 500K market cap on Deck Screener and faded it because it was a meme coin. Yeah, man. Talk about fumbles, right? Talk about fumbles. That's one of them. Now, Ping looks very interesting as of now because they actually just came out with a new thing that they're calling C402, right? So Ping is about to launch C402 Markets, a dedicated ICM launchpad for x402, right? While introducing this new token standard called C402, all tokens launched from this platform will be paired with Ping. Now, this is going to be coming out very soon here, so by the time this video comes out, the C402 launchpad should be live. So ICM x402 launchpad is going to be pretty interesting, so I want to see how that is going to play out with Ping. We already took a position into Ping. Next, we got Daydream here. Now, I don't really play in the Solana trenches anymore, but if I did, Daydream would be one of those tokens I would be investing into. I don't own any as of right now, but it looks highly interesting at a 30 million market cap, FDV of $36 million. As you guys scroll down, its all-time high was just 11 hours ago. This is one of those x402 plays that is still pumping right now. Now, why is Daydream looking pretty good? It's pretty much making your dreams come true. Nah, but Kalik, I want to say that's his name, right? Kelsey put out this tweet here: why your dreams are going to come true. X402 agentic commerce privacy, right? So he puts out a nice little thread on Daydream. So Daydream will be launching the only Starknet facilitator in collab with the Streetwear, right? Daydream will enable x402 transactions with privacy, native BTC, and Zcash. So when you guys go look on x402 scan, Daydreams actually facilitates more x402 scans than anyone besides Coinbase themselves, and Daydream is also supported directly by Pump Fund. Now, this thread is pretty long, so I won't go any further, but you guys should check it out. I do believe that Daydreams could be a good Solana x402 play. Now, Garen put out this tweet here. Now, I don't think I'm overpronouncing his name right, but he put out this tweet here: x402 is exploding. Over 10 million in on-chain volume on nearly 13 million transactions now power the agentic economy, aligning with AI 16Z's 30 trillion machine economy vision. Now, he highlights 4 x402 agent-to-agent micropayment movements, one being Santa. You guys already know we're going to get into that. Aurora, X0X Meta, and x402 Lite. Now, I haven't looked into x402 Lite. I have looked into 0x Meta a little bit, but you guys already know my favorite ones is Santa, power swarm of network task agents as a facilitator router, bridging services for cross-chain A2A and A2P transactions across Base, Solana, BNB, SWI, and ETH. Parent company is Questflow. As you guys know, Questflow is building out x402 and some other different payment rails backed by Coinbase. Now, Santa ran up crazy, right? If you guys are looking at the market cap right now, it's sitting at just under 6 million market cap. As you guys can see, as the x402 narrative started to pump, this thing went from about 3 million, just under 3 million market cap, to about 15 million market cap, 16 million market cap. It has come down. Now, I think this it's a pretty good time to start looking into Santa as of right now. I believe as x402 continues to be a big narrative for AI agents, Santa will definitely lead the way. Now, Aurora is also another facilitator, right? It lets users spin up X402 enabled AI agents in minutes via hosted MCP tools, enabling transparent on-chain inference and workflow settlements, and deployed X402 facilitator on Solana for production testing. And right now you can see that big boom it also had from around that 800K market cap all the way about to 9 million market cap. That's a pretty good gain if I do say so myself. Now it's back down to about 2 million. It's, you know, it had to retrace a lot, especially with the market conditions not looking too good. So it came down a lot, and we'll see as long as, you know, the market starts to, you know, get bullish again. I do believe that Aurora and Santa will lead the way for these virtual X402 agent. Now, if you guys stay to this video, to this part of the video here, I want to talk about a new X402 marketplace that's looking pretty interesting. Now, we got into it not too long ago in the private side, you know, the Patreon group. We talked about a lot of different things there, which this gives you guys another reason on why you should be joining that Patreon group, right? So Shaft will put out this tweet: private X402 agentic commerce. Now, the play we're going to be talking about is more so a X402 agentic commerce. I don't think it's private, but it does look very interesting here. It is called X402 MKT, basically market, right? X402 market. And not too many people know about it because it's really new. It only came out like yesterday, right? At the time of recording this video, it came out yesterday. And as you guys can see, it's about that FDV of $2.2 million. Now, they've been highlighted by Farcaster here, as you guys can see. Clanker Spotlight, micro payment infrastructure on base for pay to unlock actions, minting NFTs, playing arcade games, accessing content, triggering trading signals, and calling specialized API, proven at scale via X402 loops. 14K plus and $1 mints now generalized into X402 arcade and frame pass access layer. Now, the dev himself seems to be pretty connected to Farcaster and Clanker. As you guys can see, he put out this tweet here. We're not going to really go into this tweet here because there's no need. Now, as Medbody put out the tweet to the response of Max, it's interesting, and you can't fade Clanker plus Farcaster when they are supporting something that could be the main X402 infrastructure to pay to unlock actions on Farcaster. This is why I'm pretty bullish on Loop. Pretty bullish on X402 market. So you guys let me know how you guys feel about X402 as of right now. Do you guys think the whole narrative is dead, is not coming back? You guys already know my stance on it, but if you guys are pretty bullish on it, let me know your favorite X402 plays in the comment section down below. And don't forget, we're on the road to 30K subscribers. If you guys want to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button. I'll check you guys later. Peace, YouTube.